No, I'm not ready.
Boy,
Stop recording.
Steam is the best.
Oh, are we recording?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think so.
resume.
You know what? It's recent
It's
as
a
of
good
this
thing
recording.
good thing we saved at the beginning of this recording.
So people know what we're all about. Sorry, I hit the mic just there. We're going in this portal.
We're obviously PC Master Race people.
Speaking of,
God, I hate that.
as of this recording, it's been about a month since Valve put out this like crazy documentary on Half-Life 2. Have you watched it, B?
I have not.
You should really watch it. I think you will appreciate it on many levels.
Is that why I saw a thing today? Somebody saying, I think we can all agree that nobody wanted more polygons than Half-Life 2.
Yeah, it's because that documentary was like I always knew that Valve was kind of a crazy company, but like just the amount of like talent and how fucking serious they are is like intimidating. But some of the things they talk about in that documentary is like a lot of litigation that they were going through, and with Epic.
Was it like Second Life, I'm assuming?
No, with because they were using the engine for 1 HP. What's that? Can't be right. Basically, they were like or Sierra, I believe, who I guess got Vivendi bought them. So it was Activision. It wasn't Epic at the time. And like, I guess they had like the distribution rights to sell like retail copies of the game, but they couldn't sell them. It's like digital, or there was some kind of.
Oh my God.
There was some kind of issue there, and I'm not worried. I'm not tripping. And basically, like, Valve was trying to negotiate to like get them to stop selling copies of the game they believe they didn't have the right to sell on like a digital storefront or something. And then
You're talking about Half-Life 2?
no, this was Half-Life 1 era when this happened.
So let me see, because I feel lost because of nouns.
So Sierra.
So Sierra is selling the game without technically having the right to do it?
Sierra was their retail publisher.
Got it.
So Sierra was putting out discs in stores, right?
Okay.
And I guess there were versions of, I believe it was Counter-Strike or some other like mod stuff that like ended up becoming like Valve IP. I think it was that. Don't quote me on it.
I'll quote
but
you.
Anyway, basically the issue was that
Get in the comments.
Sierra was overstepping their license to sell, and Valve was like, "Hey, like please don't do that." And then Sierra, which at that point had been purchased by Vivendi, so they were Activision, was like, "How about we just fucking destroy you?" So they got into this like really crazy litigation. They don't say which law firm was involved on the Activision side, but I'll just say from my own personal experience, Activision tends to hire attorneys that are they have a lot of nasty tactics, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And it was like
Only the best.
they obviously couldn't say as much as I think I wanted them to say, but they go through like that whole thing and that whole legal battle and how that shaped Valve. And then meanwhile, like all the devs are just like working on Half-Life 2 and like, you know, innovating. And like I remember as just a fan, like seeing some of those demos. Like they had like, I believe it was called the Lost Coast demo. They had this demo where like they were in a sewer and some fucking like tentacle, like whatever. All this stuff is happening and it's like showing off the physics and everything. So for me, it was like very nostalgic to see all that stuff. But also, it's just like Valve is such a weird, interesting company.
Where is this doc?
It's on their YouTube channel actually.
Oh.
But it was filmed by the No Clip crew. It's not part of their. It's not a No Clip documentary. I think they just got they were just hired as a crew.
I think it's got burnt out. Is that why they don't make any games anymore?
Valve?
Yeah.
Well, as it turns out, I think the impression that I get from a documentary is like they'll only make a game if it's like this game will take you to outer space. It's very clear they're just like there's no point in making Half-Life Episode 3 because we weren't doing anything interesting, so that's it. We're not innovating.
Does nobody at Valve think maybe starting work on a game might help them innovate?
I don't know. I think that they are so far beyond my knowledge that like they're working on stuff even when it's not necessarily for a game. It could just be like prototypes and stuff. And
Sorry, go ahead.
And they also have Steam, right? So they don't really need to. They don't need to. So that's probably the main reason why they don't.
You know what I find really weird about game dev as somebody that loves, I mean, I love video games, but I also love like the stories
video
that they
games?
can tell. Is I keep hearing like game developers saying that they're not going to make a game, or there's no point to make a game unless you have like a mechanic in mind for it. Like as a just a, I guess another way to put it is like their highfalutin way of thinking about game development is only make a game if there's a mechanic that you want to explore.
Right.
And I literally had somebody say recently,
I know what you're thinking, gamers. I didn't see that chest down here, but I fucking did.
there's no, like, you should not prioritize a story over gameplay mechanics when it comes with coming up with an idea for a game. And I just find that so strange.
I mean, we know that's not true now. Like, there's so many visual novels that are just like
Yeah. Well, I'm
bare
saying, like,
bones gameplay. And
I'm also
fun.
like, just like, you're literally saying, don't make a game if you have a story to tell. And like, that seems just so, what a, like a really weird mindset to have.
I think if you're a Valve type studio, it makes more sense because it's like, okay, like we don't have to do anything, so we'll
Yeah.
just do what we want to do. But obviously, if you're like a little dev, I don't know. Like I've been following the saga, like a lot of people I'm sure have, of Mark Brown from Game Maker's Toolkit and that game he's been making. And I'm just like, I don't know that dude, but it's just cool that he like made the game, even though it's like not a game I would ever want to play.
Yeah.
I'm still like, cool, you like did the whole thing. Nice. And it does have, I guess, a mechanic, but I don't know if that was necessarily his design process, is to be like,
Well, what's interesting
magnet.
is I was in a sat in on a seminar on game writing, but it wasn't necessarily called game writing. It was like interactive
story,
experience, like interactive storytelling.
which is its own skill,
Yeah.
for sure.
And you know, there's like this. It seems weird to me to say don't make a game if, like, with the story being a priority, basically. Because how do you have ludonarrative, what I'll call it, resonance, if your only priority is gameplay?
Well, I definitely think there's some people who can. Oh, okay, I see.
Nice.
Like for instance, with Valve, it was like, to me that the story is so fascinating in that game, but to hear them talk about it, it's kind of what you're kind of describing a little bit. Like they sort of come up with the story second.
Yeah, they're like, we didn't actually give a fuck about the story we were telling.
Like we have a. I mean, I don't know that they necessarily don't give a fuck, but they are definitely like, it's not a priority, and it kind of comes up after the fact. Like, okay, we have the sequence with the hovercraft, and like now we're gonna, kind of backpedal and make it a story.
Yeah. But then the
Add the
same
story
people
to
will
it.
say, but we're making games because we want people to feel something. It's like you realize
Really? 20 damage?
Like you realize the feeling is the story part, right?
Tell that to Minecraft.
I do like-
players.
I find him sort of a weird dude, but I do like the way oh my god, Noah Caldwell Gervais described
He's a legend. If
Story-
you're watching this, please stop. Don't do something else.
that, like, game devs and stuff, sort of people playing games tend to think that there is no, that like gameplay or games and story are inherently separate things, but literally every aspect of everything involves story. Like the story of going from first down to second down in like a football game is a story. Ooh, can you hop down there?
No,
I think you have to get the first half on the other side.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
That's cool. Yeah, I also think that's definitely like an old. Oh,
I think it's all the way across, is it?
yeah. Nope.
Nope,
it's
nope.
that one.
It was that one. You think that's an old?
It's just an old way of making games too. So think about it like, oh, we're making a interactive piece of media first and then a story second. I think nowadays competent games will have that in mind from the very beginning, and may even have mechanics that encourage the story.
Makes me think about why so many people think. Well, I guess it reminds me of how divorced, and to this day, really, game like designers, quote unquote, game designers are from narrative designers. Like they think they're two completely separate things. But then you have companies like, what do you call it? Like Bethesda that have not necessarily more, but been praised for their visual storytelling. It's like that's the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean that's the perfect marriage, right? As you walk into a room, you see a skeleton guy clutching a smaller skeleton, and you're like, okay, I know what happened here. Quick and dirty environmental storytelling.
Ooh.
Are we gonna fight Sephiroth? But I also think that I don't know, because I've seen it the other way around too, where people want to, like, for instance, the old joke of like it's a 2D platformer about my mom, the classic indie game. You know, it's like that to me is like, okay, you have a story idea and you don't know how to make it into a game, or you're maybe too scared to not make it into like a game. You know what I mean? And I think nowadays it's like, just make a fucking visual novel. Just make a game like Zork.
Well, it reminds me of a thing that is said in
this thing is cool.
Screenwriting, which is story stops when action starts. And it's sort of the same in games, where like the idea is gameplay stops where story is, and vice versa.
Think about how they adapted The Last of Us, right? The section with Bill in the game is like a bunch of traps you dodge, and in the show it's like this beautiful like arc of someone's relationship.
So I felt like that's what makes, I think, like Alan Wake 2 so amazing, is how great a job they do at marrying the two.
Oh yeah.
Like particularly without getting into spoilers, the end with Saga and the Mind Place, was just like where the Mind Place is both gameplay and story.
Oh yeah, and that's been done before, but it's just very masterful in Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 2, game of the year as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I would say probably one of the greatest games of all time.
I would say that unabashedly. Wait, now you're vulnerable to this?
Oh, does it change its... Oh, I guess it changes each form. Its different forms change its... No?
Now you resist sun. Okay.
So maybe it's weak to moon now? Maybe it's a moon knight?
It's weak to moon and... Okay, Moonerang. Let's see if we can break it. Concentration. Concentration. We did it.
Boom. 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 Boom.
That's it? All that song and dance for 22 damage?
Daniel,
so it's just weak to bash. I see.
Do you...
What the fuck? This is like the second boss. We already have these like planet-ending abilities.
Third boss. Chromatic Aberration. Huh. So in the background, Tommy is showing me our baby cam, and I'm assuming you've had this experience where you see the baby just like stand up at the crib, like when they should be sleeping.
Oh yeah, I mean,
and
our child does that all the time.
And they're just standing there.
Just wait until he starts protesting.
And then, apparently he was full on standing up, like looking for us, and then Tommy was going to go up to him, and when she looked back at the camera, he was lying down in the bed facing the other direction.
At least he went back down. That's a miracle. As far
like
as
less than 10 seconds later, it was as if none of that had happened.
Yes, that's like every day now.
It's so hilarious. He was like, yeah, no, I don't really want to be awake. Babies are hilarious. But also, amaze cakes.
I enjoy being around a baby for most of the day. I spend a lot of time with this child, and it's cool when they start developing personalities, and you can like play tricks on them and stuff.
I am so often
What is this?
just not sure what to do when he goes to sleep. I'm like, where did he go?
Well, I don't know. I feel like when I have too much free time, I'm like, what? Like I don't even know what to do. I just like sit and like hold my phone. Like what?
Yeah.
Should I be doing? Should I be getting ready for the next day? We're gonna keep beating the shit.
Because I mean, I spend 90% of my day either like watching him, interacting and playing with him.
Come on,
and
I
stuff.
blocked all 3 of them.
And so it's weird when that's gone. I bet you're gonna do it this time. You're gonna do it this time.
Oh God.
Oh, fuck this thing. It can only be killed by magic, right? Oh.
Let's just do it. Why not?
Oh my god.
What's up?
That was Brills. So.
What's up?
Brills.
What's up?
What did that say? Stretch quest?
I don't know. I got a Chivo.
Achievamente. This is also a great theme at the level up screen.
Yeah. This is also like straight out of Mario RPG, which I like. HP, why not?
Hip.
You could use a little more. Because you're my healer, kind of. What now, guys? I can't believe I did all this for the freaking pirates. Like,
What are we talking about? You didn't do it for the pirates. You did it for yourself.
Go to Wraith Island.
Remember why you're talking to the pirates?
to get on the boat.
To get on the boat.
Go back to Lipton Brisk. The captain will be waiting.
I see what you're doing there. Wow, you're a pro.
Burm, 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 burm.
Pirates honor.
I hope that when this video comes out, I'll be playing my Nintendo Switch too.
I hope when this video comes out, I'll be playing the DLC. And that DLC will be nominated for Game of the Year.
I mean, we can do this because can you believe what happened at the Game Awards in the past? I can't believe they gave all the awards to Elden Ring.
Yeah.
We don't know, just for the record, folks, it's December 2nd. We have no idea.
I can't believe they announced Bloodborne 2 and 3 at the same time.
I know. You would think that they would like hold their horses. You joke, but like Final Fantasy 8, 9, 10, right? The ones they all
true.
went back to back.
I can't believe Nikkei is getting a Nier expansion. Did that already happen? Actually, let's see if that happened.
Boy.
That'd be hilarious.
A Nier anything at this point would be like. I feel like Nier is not like Nier is
Apparently,
Nier is
based,
dear enough to certain people.
apparently based on the ending. Tell me I haven't watched it yet, but based on the ending of the last season, the most recent season of the Nier anime, it is pretty much like guaranteed that there's going to be a second or another Nier game.
Does it
Not
track?
a second?
It doesn't track with the game. It adds more.
Yeah, it definitely adds more.
Ooh, wait a minute. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Chance of this is all the extra stuff. The little.
It's not 100% clear which, because the way Nier ends, Automata ends, it could be.
Which ending?
Yeah, there could be. Like, it could be suggesting that this is just a thing that happens in this same way over and over again. Sort of like spoilers, Evangelion.
Right. Yeah. Although it's much more express in Nier than in Ava. 'Cause
Yeah.
of the pod conversation.
And so it's not super clear what version of events we're getting.
I mean, even in the game itself, yeah, it has that implication. I mean, just because of what goes on with 9S, you're like, oh, like, how long has it even been? Where the fuck are the pirates? They're probably at the dock.
They're probably at their ship, dog.
Yeah.
They're probably at their ship. Maybe, I don't know.
This is
I've never
where
played
I
this
am
game.
right now. Mentally, I am here.
I love how they did the water in this.
It looks good. This game is looks just perfect. No notes.
I wasn't looking. Did they say where they were going to be?
Probably, and I'm sure people are screaming at the screen right now, but I don't know. This is a boat.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
it's
on a
actually next to
boat.
the shops. I don't think DLC should be nominated for Game of the Year. Sorry. I felt that about Phantom Liberty. I feel that way about,
I agree.
even though I love both Phantom Liberty and Shadow of the
Oh, there they are. They're right there. Just watch. Next year, the Cyberpunk 2077, whatever their Ultimate Edition is called, is going to get nominated too.
Game of the Year edition gets nominated for Game of the Year.
What is it called? It's not called Game of the Year Edition. What is it?
Oh, there's some fucking Cyber Up edition.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Those used to be called Game of the Year editions.
Yeah.
They used to release like a Pac-Man compilation and be like, it's Pac-Man's Game of the Year. For like the PS2 Pac-Man. And it was like, no, it's Game of the Year. And like
Actually, the game
20
I'm
years
most
before.
looking forward to is Light of Motoron.
Is there footage of this game? Other than, I've seen that one screenshot that everyone's talking about.
Oh my god, there's a whole trailer. It is blatant. The only thing different seemingly about this game and
love
that
this
other
is our
game
ship.
that obviously no one's heard of is that this one seems to be melee focused. That's it.
Yeah, it looks like... Actually, you know what? I take it back. I think I did see footage. It's like a Souls-like.
No.
I mean, in terms of like the gameplay, it has that like lock-on and...
Yeah.
thing. I shouldn't say Souls-like. Third-person RPG.
Yeah. Third person action game. On RPig.
Oh.
Who knows?
Why not? Good question. The Dweller
Dweller
of
of
Woe.
Woe.
I could kill that motherfucker.
Sounds fun.
If I could ex post facto nominate a DLC for Game of the Year, I would nominate the Vampire DLC for Skyrim. I would nominate
I would nominate the Wizard's Tower DLC for Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion.
I would nominate Horse Armor from Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion.
I would nominate Horse Armor from Dragon Quest Inquisition.
I forgot.
Dragon Quest,
I
Dragon
forgot
Age,
that
and Dragon
happened.
Age Inquisition.
I forgot that happened twice.
And also one of the horses that you could also get an elk as a mount. That was a DLC.
I mean, but this is what I would nominate. Like hey, I got 6 potions when I pre-ordered this game. Game of the Year. The 6 potions.
Ooh, the Dragon Age Inquisition armor in Mass Effect 2 or 3 as a pre-order bonus.
You know what makes me mad? On the topic of like making a game better. After,
Does it make you mad, or does it really grind your gears?
Both. This whole thing that's been going on, and maybe done by the time this comes up with Star Wars Outlaws.
About how great of a game it is?
How like they're just like, oh, we've changed the stealth sections. We didn't like them, and it's like, why don't you guys just do that from the beginning? Like, why is this like exciting news? And I just like I hate it because like that looks like an average ass game. Like emphasis on the ass.
I mean, did you know who made it, right?
Yes, I do, of course. the big U. But I would have bought that game.
Possibly soon to be added to the big T.
Yeah. Maybe that'll change things.
Quite the prize.
But I want to play that game less because of what they're doing. Like I would have spent $30 on it.
Yeah.
And like, oh, I'll play a 7 out of 10, whatever, because I like Star Wars. But now I'm like, oh, that's just, I don't feel like I'm just encouraging like a bad practice.
First, I think it was like their first 10-15 minute gameplay vid that they released a couple years ago. I was like, this actually looks pretty cool. And then everything I've heard since then has made me less and less interested.
Oh yeah, it only gets worse from there because like initially it's like
By overcoming the Dead Wizard's illusions, our heroes have secured passage to Wraith Island in time for our eclipse. I don't remember the voice I used last time.
that's
In this
the one.
place where the night is everlasting and the dead still live, they brace themselves to fight the Dwemer. Evil forces,
Dweller.
prepare. Play their hand. Fear. Strike. Come.
So the
Light. Darkness. Woe.
this whole talk of good versus evil makes me want to talk about our weekly Warhammer update.
Oh, I thought you were going to say about the big U and the big E.
Well, we'll get back to that.
That's
Well,
fine.
actually, we'll finish that and then we'll go the Warhammer update. I probably will never buy a Ubisoft game ever again. Like, I'm just like
Yeah.
so disappointed. I was so stoked when EA lost the exclusive Star Wars license and other people could make games, and I'm like, man, everything since then has fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Just make KOTOR 3. Just do it. Just make a good RPG.
Or they can't even make KOTOR work on, I guess, work
Yeah.
on a console that should easily be able to play it. So.
Yeah, KOTOR 1 is like, it's amazing. KOTOR 2 actually runs better on everything because there's so many fan patches.
I don't
That-
understand how they had issues making it run on the Switch.
Yeah, that game is like
It's ancient.
ancient. But yeah, that should have like on the PC anyway. Like because I played 1 and 2 pretty recently, like last year, and like 1 is like it's just janky. Like it's hard to get it to run. It's hard to get a good resolution, and 2 just works. But anyway, back to our weekly Warhammer update. There's
Yes.
actually a Lord of the Rings update.
Oh,
As at the time of this recording, there's a new edition of the Lord of the Rings Middle Earth strategy battle game coming out.
oh,
In anticipation,
I did not even see
didn't
that there.
that guy either.
and yet you attacked it.
They are probably weak to. I'm gonna try hammering it. Okay.
Oh,
From what I understand, that game is vastly. I feel like it's gonna be weak to Sun. Anyway, I have purchased a starter edition of that game because it looks cool
Chomp.
and different than Middle Earth strategy battle game or than
oh my
Warhammer.
gosh, that's a big chunk of health.
So if you're interested in trying a different, it's more of a skirmish-based kind of game.
How is it
Focus on
different
heroes.
from
Warhammer?
Warhammer non-40k?
Very different. Oh, like gameplay-wise?
Yeah.
It's really different. It's like the way that the combat happens is really different. They do a thing that I think a lot of people like about it, which is instead of having it be like you do.
Can you heal the enemy?
Oh, good thinking.
I mean, I don't know. No.
No. I can use a Phoenix down on him to kill him in one hit.
So is there? So I know there's a Warhammer 40k, like tabletop game.
Yes.
Is there one for the non-40k versions of 40?
Fantasy?
Yeah, fantasy.
So there used to be the only one used to be Warhammer Fantasy Battles, which is like the one you're thinking of, like the old
Yeah.
school one.
Yeah.
That in the story of that game, it got apocalypsed, and now there's Age of Sigmar.
You don't want to go up? You can't go up
There's a chest.
in there?
Age of Sigmar, which is like it's like I think overall people think it's a better game. Every game is better than 40k that Games Workshop makes. That's like this should come in as no surprise.
Every game is a better game than
All their other games are better than
their current game.
than their biggest game. I think most people would agree
They
with
should
that.
they should probably workshop that. Shots
do the other
fired. Puns intended.
Um,
Oh,
but This Middle Earth strategy battle game came out around the time of Fellowship of the Ring,
Interesting.
and it is like beloved. It's not so. One thing that I didn't mean to do that. One thing that distinguishes it from 40K is that it's not like a big army game. It can be, but it's meant to be more like skirmishes. So like you have Gandalf and 12 guys, and it's really about what Gandalf can do,
Huh.
which I like. I think is cool.
Oh, that might have been a mistake.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do that.
Well, hopefully
I'm
this
not paying
kills him.
attention because I'm thinking about this Lord of the Rings Middle Earth strategy battle game. Shit.
Oh,
It's
scheisse.
all good. Just group heal. Anyway, the Warhammer update is I'll probably have more updates about that game soon.
Next week.
Next week when
Next recording.
when it's been out for 6 months. Yeah, I think actually this is a good idea.
Oh wow, that one on that. Yeah, that one's about to die. I'd kill the one that's about to die.
Yeah.
Don't want that healed.
Just beat the shit out of him.
Wonder what the first game to let you heal undead enemies was to do
Was it
damage.
Final Fantasy 1?
I don't know. Was it? Tell me. Could you heal undead enemies in Final Fantasy 1?
Oh, I don't remember. Also, I got lost and gave up, so...
That game is like
I don't know if
that.
anybody heard that. Tommy said she doesn't remember. She got lost and gave up.
I'm addicted to the ship minigame, and
I also.
Hell yeah.
I also got lost and gave up on Final Fantasy 1.
I remember I played the beginning of that game. They tell you like go fight Garl or whatever, Garland,
Yeah.
and then they're like go to the elf village or don't go to the elf village, and I'm just like I don't.
I stumbled...
Yeah, I think the beginning of the game, they're just like, yeah, go to the next town.
Am I dumb?
And then,
idiot?
and then you go to the what seems like the next town, and it is the wrong town.
My experience... I looked up just the worst walkthrough because I was so confused. The walkthrough told me to go to the other edge of the map, and then when I got there, it said,
Right.
and there's nothing you can do here yet, but I just thought, you should go here.
So for anybody who couldn't hear Tommy,
Thanks, Game Facts.
yeah, so Tommy looked up a guide on what to do because she was lost,
fuck?
and the guide told her to go to a cave on the other side of the map. So she went to the cave on the other side of the map. It was really high level. She grinded and beat the cave, and then she got to the end of that section of the guide, and it said, yeah, you didn't actually need to do this right now. I just wanted you to be aware of that area. And then Tommy decided the guide wasn't worth following. Wow, I lost my voice halfway through that.
You're just so devastated at.
Yeah.
I don't know how I beat some of these games I beat as a child. Ah, that one's hard.
I don't understand how people, and I being one of them, I guess, was beating some of these games before there was like internal memory.
Or we just had passwords.
Yeah. To all the kids watching, there's no kids watching, but to all the kids watching,
Please don't watch. I literally clicked the "Not Made for Kids" button when I put this on YouTube.
when I say
Please
kids,
don't
I mean,
watch.
I mean,
I don't want to go to jail.
I mean anyone under, let's say, 25. Games. Internal memory is because they couldn't.
Okay, so when you press the save,
Yeah, because like when you save a game now,
Boy, I'm
it
really-
saves. The save is automatically done to like whatever system you're playing on. When the PS1 and any system made before that came out, that wasn't the case. So, for memory, they started adding internal memory slots to the game cartridges themselves, so that you could save. But that wasn't every game that had that. So
I didn't know you needed a memory card for PlayStation because my mom bought me a PS1, and at that point I only ever had a NES.
I think the first consoles that I had where they realized they done fucked up, was the PS2, because they started selling the PS2s like almost right out the gate with memory cards.
Yeah.
Because there was like an internal storage, I think, but it was so minuscule that it couldn't save anything.
PS2? I don't think so. Maybe on later versions. That
Like it had like
online.
there was some storage for like internal settings that you could set and stuff, but it wasn't nearly enough to do anything.
Oh yeah, it wasn't for save
It was
files.
like kilobytes.
Yeah. Which was a lot back then.
The first console I'm aware of that came with internal storage was Xbox.
Oh yeah. You could put on the you could get
Also,
the
it wasn't
GTA.
a lot of memory, but yeah, it was memory.
You could get GTA Vice City, and then you had a radio station where you put your custom songs on there. You could put up to 20 songs.
Nice.
I did that, and that was.
We are in the
awesome.
town of Luçon. That guy looks
is
like a
beautiful
looks like a
castle.
chef.
Is this a chest? Are you gonna give me? Money? No.
That looked like a chest. Ooh, books. All the books look extremely old and boring.
Just like all books. What?
You done been fucked.
Oh god, is this some kind of stupid curse?
You were told that before you came here. If you didn't want to be cursed, you shouldn't have come to the town.
First stage wave. Okay.
Hey, that person's playing the Wheels game.
These people are all monsters, aren't they? This is gonna be like the hotel in Final Fantasy VII.
Welcome to the first stage of grief. Edgar. Edgar seems like a nice, fine, upstanding gentleman.
You're dead. You just bro. This dude is dead. Bro is. Temporary guests. Okay. All right. I'm digging the spooks. We're a little late on the spookies, but I'm here for it.
This gives such Lavender Town vibes.
Oh yeah.
For all the kids watching, Lavender Town is a is a is a city in Mauritania.
Yes. It's a real place. And that song really plays over the loudspeakers in the town square. Oh my goodness. There should be like I always want spooky games that are all spooky, games that are all the level from Kingdom Hearts that's Never Before Christmas themed. There are precious few games like that, one of them being Medieval on the PlayStation.
That should be what, holiday themed? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh yeah. There was recently a game that came out a couple years ago named Pumpkin Jack, which is it looks like a bad video game. Look at that little octopus playing the flute.
Oh my god, that's so sad. You hear about the story? This is gonna be old by now. About this woman who disappeared from LA. She's from Hawaii. Her name is Hana Kobayashi. She disappeared.
This is recently?
Yes, this is recently. She disappeared, and her dad went to go find her, and he somehow wound up dead.
Did they work for Boeing? That's a terrible joke.
Like somehow. So yeah, they suspect that he might have killed himself, but they're not 100% sure at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But they have found the daughter, and she alive. She just went to Mexico and didn't feel like telling anybody.
Wow.
Yeah, they found her. She's alive. She was trying to quote disconnect from social media.
She just didn't tell anyone?
She just didn't tell anyone.
Did she?
People
was she-
thought she might have been a victim of human trafficking. Or
Oh,
something.
yeah, absolutely.
And she was like, "No, I just turned off all of my phone and social media for a while."
Don't do that. Tell your parents where you're going.
And that she may have left. Sounds like she may have left her phone at LAX, which is why they when she decided to disconnect, which is why They thought something had happened to her.
So sad.
I mean, I feel like I appreciate the sentiment, but you got what if you do get human trafficked?
But then
And you wish you had
apparently
your phone with you.
apparently in fitting with the LA police, they misstated most of the specific information about her as a person. Like her age and the date she was reported missing. But yeah, they have found her.
How old is this person?
I'm not sure. The incorrect age is 23, apparently.
But a younger person, not a
Yeah.
little kid or like a teenager or something.
Yeah. Oh no, apparently, yeah, they are saying that her father, I guess, felt like he could not go on.
That's the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
While I'm playing this fucking.
In this area. Sorry. What's even, I think, to add to the sadness, but the dad's decision, was that he had another daughter who was still alive.
Younger? Do we know younger?
Yeah,
older?
younger.
In this day and age, kids need their parents.
Yeah.
Life is hard.
So, happy story for the first stage of grief.
Hey, if these people truly are ghosts, maybe we'll see some spooky. It's tied up. It's tied up.
Well, not quite tied up. It's tied up in court. Oh.
I'm going to risk this so I can get a little wall.
Ooh. I'd remove the wall piece.
I think you're right.
Just go for it. That didn't do anything.
I mean, it would did the same amount though.
Are you gonna get wrecked by the... No, you didn't. Okay.
Not quite yet.
I was like, are you gonna get wrecked by the assassin?
The assassin is about to do. I think the assassin can go behind the wall.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this.
Ooh.
I'm gonna do this.
That's a spicy meatball. The assassin's gonna... Oh.
Just one damage.
Oh no! It did. It also increased. It also brought that back up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Okay. Now we're tied up.
Hey.
All we gotta do is get the archer in there, and we're game over.
Now I probably should save this, but I won't
Okay.
because I want to up my chances of getting an orange.
That works too. The wall.
He's far away though.
The wall's gonna be useless because it's
Yeah.
gonna destroy the wall anyway.
Okay, well that did something, I guess.
Yeah, the wall is kind of useless in this match.
Against these two, yeah, for sure. Okay, this will get that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can get level ups or
Perfect.
yes.
I don't think there's anything they could possibly do.
And I will definitely
Fuck.
kill him, right?
Shit.
No, wait, it's a draw. It's
no,
a draw.
it's not a draw.
It is a draw.
It isn't a draw.
It's a draw.
It is.
a draw.
You're right. It's a draw. My mistake.
DRAWAT. That's what it says. It's a warm up. It's a
I
warm
love how
up.
they're just called wheels player. They don't have to. Don't
Yo,
even
man,
have
you
a
play
name.
wheels, bro? We put a car in your car so you could drive while you drive.
We put meals on wheels so you can wheel on your meal.
I don't want to put the knight.
Yeah, the knight kinda sucks.
The knight's cool. Like,
Well, the knight. The thing that's
If you
good
can
about the
time
knight.
it.
The thing that's good about the knight is that it has a smaller plunger, I guess. I don't know what to call that. What do you call that?
I know. I think plunger is right, but for a second I know what you were talking about, and I'm like, what are you? Why are you slandering the knight? Yo, man, I heard that guy got a small plunger.
Okay.
Look at that. Look at that.
Wow.
I got a small plunger.
Watch this game end in one move.
Yeah. Watch him just fucking destroy me right now. I feel like I need to do this.
Oh, you don't need to. But the wall does nothing. I guess no. The wall does. No, the wall. No, you're right. You're right. The wall is useful against the mage at least one time.
Yeah.
Fuck. Jeez, dude.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
Dude, stop doing it. Okay. It's not
Do I
worth
need to
doing it.
do
No,
more than
no.
3?
Yeah, you need to do 3 at least to get it to work. If I remember correctly. I could be wrong, but I think you need at least 3.
Well, to get it to attack, but
But there's no reason to do any more than that, because it... Okay.
all right. Well, not nothing, I guess.
Yeah, you need at least 3 for an action.
But then I guess if I have more, it will do it. It will get the plunger down faster.
Yeah. Oh. Well, this is gonna be an attack.
I'm going to try my luck.
Okay.
Do I need to do that?
Just to be safe, I guess. From the assassin.
But if I gamble this,
yeah, you
I
can
get an
gamble.
orange.
I thought you told the kids not to gamble.
I told the kids not to gamble. I never said nothing about me. Look at this.
Okay.
Vodio Gomes. I'm the leader of video games.
Einzelgone. Oh. Yes. Why do you have a triple? Oh.
This is it. This is
no,
it.
Never mind. Fucking stupid assassin.
I fucking can't stand it.
That's fucking assassin.
We are closer. I'm gonna gamble and get all blues.
Okay, well that might not have worked.
I'm gonna gamble.
Yeah, that was definitely a gamble.
Okay, this has got to be the one.
This has to be it. Yes. Yes. I'd say just do all of them.
But the blues. This is
The
gonna
archer,
blues
because the
up.
archer can.
But the archer will attack. You know, I'm gonna do this because those
gonna hope they get
blues
it-
are not gonna do anything, right?
Oh, this is not going to work.
It is gonna work.
It's not going to work.
Yes, it is.
It's not going to work.
Yes, it is.
It's not going to work.
Yes, it is. Why the fuck?
Okay, so you just need one of each. You just need one attack set of each.
Okay.
Damn this. Frickin' game. No.
Okay.
Okay.
He's gonna kill me now.
Boom.
We did it. We did it.
First try.
I'm gonna hope I get the fucking assassin because that
First
thing
time.
is cool.
First time, every time.
Bronze wheel. What does that do?
I forget. Something.
A level,
A level 1 wheel.
Great.
I think it gets your things start at a lower thing. I don't remember. Maybe you can play better people. Let's see what the wheels do.
Let me save first. Let me save my wheels progress. Wheels, baby, wheels. Oh, I'm gonna get possessed or something. Something bad's gonna happen to me.
Nah, that would never happen in this game.
A few days of rest later. What the fuck? I don't have time to waste. They're gonna buy a ghost ship. There's something with this captain.
Nah,
Is the captain the person that's fighting the ghost guy?
no, the captain
Is
Do
the
you think
other
something
person
wrong
in the
with? Do you think
story?
there's something wrong with Captain Cliche? That doesn't make sense.
Is she somebody we know? Is she somebody we already know?
Who do you know?
The lady that taught us stuff. I knew it. I fucking knew these motherfuckers were ghosts. I'm the butler. My name is Edgar. This guy's like every NPC I put in a D&D campaign. He's just like an idiot.
The different wheels. The different wheels let you have different levels of thing that you can have on that bottom section. So, like, you can possibly start seeing triples.
Say that again. Oh, I
The
see.
wheels affect the symbols that you get
I see.
on the bottom.
I'm gonna do everything stupid because I have plot armor.
No, belay that. Belay that. Or should you belay that? Belay that.
I'm
You're
not
not
strong
strong.
enough. I'm strong enough. I am strong enough.
We are the Solstice
Coral.
Warriors.
You know that Carl meme from Walking Dead? Carl, you can't do the Carl. Carl. In one of the AV offices at the
Never heard of Carl.
it's from Walking Dead.
I've never heard of Walking
He's
Dead.
the boy. I think he's the boy. Yeah, he's the boy. At the Sheraton downtown in the AV office, they had a sign of that meme, and it said, "Carl, you can make the internet go faster with batteries, Carl. Carl."
Dingo, why is the captain being so mysterious?
Because I know her, because she's my friend. Time to improvise.
The cursed words are north of Lucent.
I know I just made a dramatic exit, but I think we should save.
We should save. The town of Lucent?
I think this is it for now, folks.
Lucent?
Hey, Wheels. Am I right? Bye, everyone.
Meals on Wheels. TTFN.